Famous musicians seem to have it all. They make a lot of money doing what they love, they are famous, great social influencers, and have fans all over the world. Their lives seem so perfect, yet some still throw it all away to rot in jail. In this video, we look at 5 influential musicians who are currently rotting in jail and the reasons why. Number 1, Vybz Kartel. Vybz Kartel helped popularize the amped-up form of reggae known as dancehall. The self-proclaimed world boss, real name Adidja Palmer, did collabos with Rihanna, Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott, Pitbull, and Major Lazer. One of his hit songs, Romping Shop, was a hit on US radio, even though it was banned from the airwaves in his native Jamaica for obscene lyrics. However, that's far from the most controversial moment in Kartel's life, because since 2014, he's been serving a life sentence for murder. In 2011, as reported by The Guardian, police alleged that Kartel murdered and mutilated a member of his inner circle, Clive Lizard Williams, because he believed Lizard stole a couple of guns from him and other members of his crew. After a 65-day trial, reportedly the longest in Jamaican history, Kartel was sentenced to life behind bars, with his first parole eligibility hearing in 2049. He was sentenced alongside 3 members of his crew. Number 2, R. Kelly. Disgraced R&B singer R. Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison. The 55-year-old R&B artist was convicted last September in New York of racketeering and sex trafficking crimes stemming from his efforts over years to use his fame to ensnare victims he sexually abused. Lawyers for the singer, whose real name is Robert Sylvester Kelly, say he will appeal. Ahead of his sentencing, some women took the stand to confront R. Kelly. One woman, identified only as Angela, called the singer a Pied Piper who grew in wickedness with every new victim, while others who were not named testified he had broken their spirits. U.S. District Judge Donnelly said the celebrity used sex as a weapon, forcing his victims to do unspeakable things and saddling some with STDs. Prosecutors had asked the judge to sentence the musician to more than 25 years behind bars, while his defense attorneys asked for 10 years or fewer, saying prosecutors' request was tantamount to a life sentence. Number 3, Big Luch. Now, Big Luch, real name Antron Singleton, was an aspiring rapper in the 90s and early 2000s. His career was on the rise thanks to his association with titans of the genre such as E40, Too Short, and Mystical. Big Luch was a member of Cosmic Slop Shop, which released one album, De Family, in 1998, along with rappers Dunny Baby and Rick Rock. According to the Los Angeles Times, a court found the rapper guilty of killing his roommate in 2002. It is reported that during the act, Big Luch cut open the woman's chest and removed and ate her lung. Oh Lord! Was he such an animal? Well, after the act, he was discovered by police walking down a Los Angeles street while naked and covered in blood. His lawyer, Milton Grimes, admitted that his client did commit the murder. Today, Big Luch is serving 2 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole in New Folsom State Prison in California. Number 4, Jim Gordon. If you've ever listened to classic rock radio, then you must have heard the work of Jim Gordon. He was an extremely active session drummer in the 60s and 70s. He played on Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers' first album, Harry Nilsson's Nielsen Schmilson, the Beach Boys' Pet Sounds, and Derek and the Dominoes' Layla, and other assorted love song. Now, this guy somehow balanced a busy music career with severe mental health issues. According to Billboard, beginning in 1978, Gordon sought medical treatment at least 15 times, court records show. But he could not escape his mother's voice, which he claimed had tormented him for years. In 1983, as narrated to police detectives at the time, he said he just snapped and stabbed his 71-year-old mother to death. Ever since, he's been rotting in jail and was denied parole in 2018 after his attorney argued that the drummer may hurt somebody else if released. Number 5, Suge Knight. Gangstar rap owes an undeniable debt of gratitude to Marion Hugh Suge Knight Jr. Without Suge Knight at the helm of Death Row Records, the genre might not have achieved its dizzying heights. As Death Row CEO, Knight shared the release of possibly 2 of the most iconic albums in gangster rap history. These include The Chronic by Dr. Dre in 1992 and Doggy Style by Snoop Dogg in 1993. The label prospered with acts like Tupac, Dr. Dre, and Snoop Dogg. Suge Knight spent most of the late 90s and early years of this century in jail for one infraction or another, and eventually lost control and ownership of Death Row Records on January 29, 2015. Knight was involved in a street hit and run incidents that resulted in the demise of one person and the injury of another. On September 2018, he got 28 years jail sentence and is still rotting in jail. In the next episode, we will release more names of celebrities and musicians still serving time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos every day.